Yeah, cruising in the ocean with my fellas, waving at the shore, we got all them people jealous. They see that we shining from way over yonder. Gotta thank my father, my sponsor, for putting me on board and also giving me the capability to live life with no fear, create buzz with no beer. God is the reason why I live like this. Now everybody hating me, now I feel like Chris. Working out, eating right, now I look like this. Phone filled with different numbers, now my ex all pissed. Now I'm playing, she don't care cause she move like this. Man, I ain't hating cause she bad, man, we all ruthless. Man, I got money in my pocket, diamonds on my pinky and that brain.
I just think it
Oh
made more
no,
sense if he would have.
no,
I
you
just think
really
he made.
did.
I think he did. I think it made more sense if he did it to Jay or LA Knight. Don't
Yes,
do it to
the
somebody who
tsunami
gets
towards
squashed
Jay
all the time.
yes. Easy, high
Jimmy gets
five. You
squashed
are
all the
definitely
time.
you are freaking cooking. Got the stove on. Easy. When you just said he should have pinned Jay with that tsunami, I completely agree. And the
Especially
reason
after,
why is because it
especially
will
after
tie
Larry
into
said that
Monday Raw next week.
yeah,
Hold on, what?
exactly. Especially after
Oh
Larry
my
said
God.
that he's 3-0 against Brunson Reed. Let Brunson Reed get one off. Let him get it.
But no, we gotta protect Jay. He's our investment. We got
Uh,
Jimmy's a fall guy. Jimmy can take an L.
that's
Jimmy's not
whack, bro.
anything important for real. He's not that over by himself.
Jimmy has
Right.
got to be upset that
No.
he
Hey,
got to
hold
get
on.
beat up every week. He got to be upset that he
That's
get beat
Hold
up
on.
every week.
right.
Hey, hey. Then how division
I'll
take the
be
titles?
pissed.
Me too.
I'll be pissed. I'm like
How
every
division
week,
take
bro. You take the pin this week.
how
I'm
division
sick
take
of
the
it.
titles then?
He said what?
How division take the titles?
Bro, when they started Raw yesterday, or not yesterday, Monday, when Paul Heyman said, "Ladies and gentlemen," when the Usos was coming out, I was like, "Here we go. They about to give division the tag team opportunity. This makes sense." But
Yes.
no, it didn't go that.
Mm.
LA Knight had to come out and turn it into a 3-on-3. Fuck that. No, let division win the tag team title straight up. Let them win it. Because thing about it, the Vision has not brought no gold to that team. So they're not good at all. There's no gold. The Judgment Day
It's
will
funny
forever be
because
better than the Vision until they win
bro,
something.
Paul Heyman must be somewhere backstage kicking the dang on freaking door somewhere like we'll just sitting down because the WWE's creative has been absolutely it's been garbage, bro.
This is
Like Paul
trash,
Heyman
bro.
went from being a part of Brock Lesnar, being his advocate, to being a part of the bloodline, the special counsel to the bloodline, and he's killing it in the
Go
bloodline.
back to CM
So being
Punk.
a part of Seth Rollins' vision, Seth Rollins gets hurt. They take out Seth Rollins, and they go to the next few months of terrorizing Raw without winning no belts.
And nothing, bro.
Nobody wants
Nothing.
anything. Nobody.
Paul Heyman normally has a belt on him, bro. He always puts
Yes.
somebody who got a belt on him. Ain't nobody got a belt on him, bro. And they don't even get opportunities to
Nobody.
go get a belt.
And the sad part is, too, Braun Breaker just got freaking injured at the worst time.
And didn't we just say this? We just said this
Yes.
like weeks ago. We said
Yes.
the vision should not be built on just Braun Breaker. They should be building it on everybody. Now it looks crazy because we only focused on Braun Breaker. Now when he ain't there, they don't know how to function because he ain't there.
I'll do you one better, do you want better reason? It was Bill on Seth Rollins. It was Bill on Braun Breaker. Now they're doing it towards Bronson Reed. They had Seth. He got hurt. Kick out. Braun. He got hurt. Not kicked out, but put himself. And then you only got three guys. You only got
I'm
three guys.
gonna call y'all right back.
All right.
Go ahead, bro.
I think Brunson Reed, when he come back, he not coming back in the vision.
This is so. Brian versus Seth needs to happen. I do want to see that happen when Brian comes back. He had a high anal hernia. You know what high anal hernia is, BZ, right?
Uh-oh.
So a high
They
anal
had a groin? I thought he had
hernia.
a groin injury.
No, it was a high anal hernia.
Oh, no.
So a high anal hernia is when your stomach, I guess, based on how what I found out was through ChatGPT, by the way, was basically it's like this thing where your stomach is pressed up against your chest, right?
Oh.
And it's kind of like just being pushed up, right? So what they
Oh,
had to do is they had to do surgery, and they had to go out here and get that down because it's like supposed to be around your chest muscle. The reason WWE said he's going to be out indefinitely It's because they're like, basically, he's going to be out for a while until he gets better and he's capable condition to wrestle again. Because right now, that's at high risk. If he was to wrestle some more, it would make it worse, right?
Oh,
So
dog,
that
man.
ain't no joke, bro. That's not no freaking joke, bro. And I'm quite sure that man's in some pain. I'm quite sure he's already in pain going through that as it is right now because that's oof. Like he pressed up against his chest with your stomach. I forget how it works, but basically that's kind of like what was being said about it. So yeah, he's
I didn't
gonna be
know it
out
was
for a
that
minute,
bad.
boy.
I didn't know it was
Oh
that
yeah, it's
bad.
bad. Yep. So they're
Dang.
like, basically, don't worry. But at the same exact time, all you can hope for is that his spot don't get taken. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when you're gone a long time like that, the WWE are going to go. We're going to pivot with somebody else.
He can't come back
And
as a heel
what is
though.
tricky right now? I'm gonna be honest. What's very tricky about WWE right now? I'm gonna be completely honest. And I don't, and rest fans feel differently. Understand? This is your opinion. I have my opinion. BZ has his opinion. I'm gonna be honest. Ever since John Cena retired last year, and don't get me wrong, don't get it twisted. Gunther, career killer, I love it. Keep going for that, right? Love it. There is no face in the WWE right now.
Nope.
And here's what, and keep in mind what I'm saying. I'm not sitting saying CM Punk's not a face. I'm not sitting saying Cody Rhodes is not a face. I'm not sitting saying Seth Rollins is not a face or Reigns is not a face. You name it, Jamaican is not a face. I'm not sitting saying these guys are not faces. But when you really think about it, the reason why the WWE is struggling right now is because they can't come up with another guy to fill in Roman Reigns' shoes, John Cena's shoes, to be that next top guy. They say Obafemi has yet to be on the main roster. Yes, he's wrestled heavily on there, but he is not necessarily like drafted to a brand yet. So because of that, what you're dealing with, and this is what sucks about the whole entire vision, right? Braun Breaker has all the tools necessary to be the guy. All the tools. Austin Theory, I don't care what nobody say. All the tools to be the guy. Logan Paul, I don't care what nobody say. You hate on Logan Paul all you want. All the tools to be the guy. Bronson Reed, hate on him all you want. Has all the tools to be the freaking guy. What am I trying to get at here? When I look at Bronson Reed, I go Dave Bautista. When I look at Braun Breaker, I say Randy Orton. When I look at Austin Theory, I say John Cena. When I look at Logan Paul, I see Shawn Michaels. Right? And I'm giving them high praise. I'm being very honest right now. I'm not joking when I'm saying this. They have so much talent in just that one group alone that they're going to be, that once this group is over with, I would not be surprised by the time the WWE takes them to a whole nother level. They're going, when it's all said and done, they're all going to be world champion at some point.
Right.
Every single one is going to be world champion. The problem is the WWE's booking is just all over the place. And Hunter Hearst Helmsley, I'm gonna say your character name. I ain't gonna say your real name. You know your real name, Paul Levesque. You know your real name. Triple H. What happened to the 2022 Hunter? And what happened to the 2024 Hunter? We are in 2026. And here we are, and mind you, we were thinking the Netflix deal was WWE's, oh, that's a great deal. Going over there to Netflix. Monday Night Raw is going to be over there. That's awesome. But we have to sell for 7 to 8 to 9 to 10 freaking ads for a commercial. We have to sell for 7, dang near 10 ads for every commercial.
That's funny.
Okay?
We're missing WWE. We're missing character entrances because of ads. Facts.
Yes.
This is a fact.
We're missing character entrances. We're missing freaking great storylines. What happened to the long-term payoffs? I don't even know if there's been a long-term payoff ever since.
That's hilarious.
John Cena's retirement tour had Visa. You perfectly encapsulate 2025. The whole year was about John Cena. Storylines had to be put on pause. I was like, really? Okay. And then John Cena goes away, and I was like, okay, now we're back to the storylines.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We give it to the dang on storylines. Great. What storyline has been happening? What's been happening? I'm
Well,
not trying to be no negative Nancy.
yeah,
I'm not
no,
trying to be no Debbie Downer.
what's it? The Cody, Jacob, and Drew. That's it. I don't know no other one that makes sense.
That's it.
I mean, and it's crazy
I
because
like
we're
the
only
Southern
talking about the men.
but
We're not
Russell
even
gonna be
talking about the
away.
women because the women really got storylines. They just not highlighted, but they do got storylines.
I will give credit where credit's due. I love what they did with Liv Morgan and Sammy Barker. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. But here's my issue. And yes, I am going to be over a complete dead horse. I was saying this, but I don't care. I don't care. Matter of fact, screw it. I'm gonna say it. Y'all moving the WWE network or y'all pay-per-views to ESPN was one of the worst deals y'all ever could have made last year.
I second that. I agree.
Absolutely.
I'll never not agree with
And
that.
it's $30 a month. You act like you were paying. We're asking you for
No,
$400. $30 a month is too much, anyways.
I just deleted Peacock. It's not even on my TV no more. I'm like, bro, forget it.
It's so sad, bro.
It's
Absolutely
ridiculous.
sad.
Not
And the
paying
great
for
part is
that.
that they got the
more.
birds on there. They got the birds. I'm gonna watch it with Kiki Palmer. It's called the birds. I'm gonna watch that. But anyway,
Oh
besides
yeah.
besides that, I won't watch that. I'm gonna watch that. But and they still got WWE content still on there, which is ironic.
Until what is that? Until March?
Yes, till March.
That's a week.
Till March.
And then all that stuff is gone.
This is absolutely crazy. But that's not the issue I also want to point out. No, we got to talk about it all. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say it. I don't care. YouTube, I'm gonna be very careful with my words, my choice of words. I'm gonna let you guys know right now. I'm gonna be very careful, okay? WrestleMania going to Saudi Arabia for next year is absolute garbage.
I don't agree no more. After I seen the
I
Royal
understand why you
Rumble,
don't agree.
after I seen the Royal Rumble, I was like, nah, I don't got a problem with being over there. After I seen the Royal Rumble, I'm like, no, that's solid. I ain't got a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. After I seen the Royal Rumble over there, I was like, no, them fans deserve it. The U.S. don't, because they don't understand. That's why when I was seeing the Royal Rumble, I was like, no,
that's the validity, your validity, your point to that being valid. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I completely will give you that.
That's the only reason. That's the only reason. Other than that,
Matter of fact, BZ, another half five to you, my guy.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
That's the only reason. That's the
only reason.
Other than that, I don't.
Other than that, no way. No way.
Heck no. No. Especially when it comes to countries that the WWE has already been in. I'm not trying to be like one of those. I'm not being that guy. I'm not being that guy. I never will be that guy. I never have been that guy. But what I will say is this: the fact that the UK. Let me say this one more time. The UK, Japan, hell, even Mexico. I wouldn't want to buy a WrestleMania in Mexico.
Yeah, it's solid.
Are not getting the first WrestleMania internationally, besides Canada, mind you. Yes, Canada's been the first one. I'll give you that. But still, the UK.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just leave that there. Right?
Yeah.
Leave that there.
Yeah.
So, my other issue is the ticket prices. And I've heard WWE are struggling. Now, BZ, this is why I said, I thank God I said to myself in my gut, even though y'all was like, you scared to get on a plane. No, I want to get on a plane now. I don't even care. I'll get on a plane. God, you got me. I'm going to be all right? But the fact of the matter is, those ticket prices are too expensive. Way too expensive.
Yeah,
way too expensive. And I hear the WWE's actually struggling with getting those sales, online. I wonder why.
Yeah, there ain't nobody paying for that.
I wonder why.
You can't even give us a good Monday Night Raw, let alone try to give us a good WrestleMania.
You can't get right. You can't even. You give us a half decent Raw, and you expect people to go, yeah, let's go right here. Purchase our tickets for WrestleMania this year. Hell, why? Punk and Roman Reigns is a draw. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
Punk and Roman is a draw. It's a complete draw. There's no questions or buts about it. That's a draw right there.
Yeah.
But other than that, what else do you got? Jack Carter's not been defending her belt.
And real quick.
The Usos are about ready to leave.
And real quick, while we still talking about Raw, I am so
Golly.
sick and tired of Michael Cole saying that this might be the best main event of all time. This is the best main event ever. They say that every year. They said that when it was Hogan versus The Rock. They said it when
Yeah.
it was John Cena versus Cody. Now all of a sudden, because it's Roman Reigns and CM Punk, oh, this is the best WrestleMania ever. Stop. Stop saying that.
Yeah,
Just
stop saying
stop
that.
saying it.
Stop
I'm
saying that.
so tired of saying
Stop
it.
saying that because you guys will be like, well, Cody versus Roman Reigns, WrestleMania 4 was the greatest. Bro, Miz was saying, and shout out to the Miz, by the way. He's a legend. I'm not going not
All
even
facts, hands down.
like front. Miz
First ballot
is in
Hall
the
of
Hall
Fame.
of Fame, first ballot Hall of Fame,
Hands
bro.
down.
When it's all said and done. But even he said WrestleMania 40 was the greatest WrestleMania of all time. I said, oh hell no, no it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Right.
It wasn't. And don't get me wrong. Was it a great WrestleMania? Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely fantastic WrestleMania. So it was great though. But it wasn't the greatest. Dude,
Absolutely.
I done seen better. Bro, WrestleMania to me is like hitting its prime and its peak. I feel like Loki is getting to its peak years. It's not getting to its prime no more. The primitive years for me was, shoot. To me, this is gonna sound tough. This is gonna sound tough.
I love WrestleMania 9. I love WrestleMania 10 when it was Shawn Michaels
I
versus
love
Razor Ramon
25.
that ladder
I
match.
love 25. I love 25.
It was so many WrestleManias before it even got to 20. That was solid.
The
But
reason
now him
why
and
I
Cole
point out
saying every
25,
year.
I completely agree. The reason I point out 25, BZ, just so we're clear, Taker versus Shawn. Taker versus Shawn is my barometer when I think about WrestleMania. When I think about WrestleMania, I think about the idea of you going balls to the wall crazy. I think of you going, I think if you have a killer match that's so freaking good, it won't even be good. It's not even great. It's like instant classic. I want matches to be like that. I want talent to showcase things that they've been holding back for weeks to not do at WrestleMania. That's why when Jimmy and Jay had wrestled, and I was like, oh, okay, we're gonna fight the Usos. I'm like, Jimmy and Jay should do things that we have been able to say ourselves, like, wow, we didn't know they were that dang on talented. But BZ, all we got was super kicks after super kicks after super kicks. And storytelling. That's the main thing that puts us over to the edge. The storytelling. That's why you don't want to see that match ever again. I get it. But the point is, WrestleMania should be the show. It's called the showcase of the immortals. There's so many different things that they don't listen to WrestleMania to be. So why I say this in high regard, bro? Anytime you go to WrestleMania, you should be wanting to show out. Javon Evans is gonna have a moment. When
He's definitely
I'm
gonna have a
calling it right
moment
now,
at WrestleMania.
Javon freaking Evans is going to have a moment at WrestleMania. Push him on the
He
card.
is. Yeah, I
Push
put
him
that
on the
on there.
card.
That's a
He's gonna have
fact.
a moment.
He will have a
Trick
moment.
Williams is gonna have a moment. Obo
He will
Femi
have a
will have
moment.
a freaking moment.
Yep.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Am I tripping when I say this?
No, you're not.
I would
Not
love
at
for
all.
somebody to come at me over this thing on the phone and tell me right now that I'm tripping. I would love somebody to tell me right now. Because you clearly don't see wrestling the way me and BZ do. You don't.
Hold on,
But
Josiah.
you go.
What was we talking about? I know we
We
was
talking
talking about.
about
Oh no, I know
the
we was
story of
talking about
something.
we was talking about I know we brought up Saudi. When we skipped that, we started talking about we said that what's the name, Evans
The
is gonna have
ticket
an
prices.
opportunity at WrestleMania. We said that he's gonna get a pop, or not a pop, but he's gonna have a situation at WrestleMania that's gonna get him over. We got an over Femi that's gonna get him over. We got some we just talking about that, like that what's gonna happen at WrestleMania that we think is
Yeah.
going to happen. But in all actuality, then we start picking what our best WrestleManias was. Because I said mine was WrestleMania. And I said
Oh,
there's
thank you.
opportunities with 9
Yes.
and 10 and stuff like that. But
Yes. So I love all kind of wrestling. I love WrestleMania 18. I love let me see. I love 19. 19 with Shawn Michaels versus Chris Jericho. Classic.
hold on, which was 18? Was
Um
18 Hogan and Rock?
yeah, I love it.
Or
I
that's
love those.
17?
But not because of but the main reason was because of, well, hold on, was it 17 or 18?
Because
17 or
which guy
18.
said that was the worst WrestleMania, but then what somebody said that was the best
No,
WrestleMania.
what was the one that had the Hardys in it with the Hardys and Edge and Christian and Dudley Boys?
That was what WrestleMania. That was because the
Was
New
that
Day
18
did the
or
hosting for that.
17?
Didn't the New Day host that?
No, that was 17. That was 17. That was 17. That was 17.
Okay,
Oh, was it
17.
17? Wait a minute. Hold on. I think I'm getting my names mixed up. Well, hold on. Wait a minute. Let me think. Oh my gosh, I'm getting my names messed up. So 19 was 20. Okay, 19 was 2003. 18 was 2002. 17. Yeah, I got it right. Yep, 17. The one with the Hardys and that triple triangle tag team, whatever it's called, ladder match thing they did. Yeah, that was the best. That's arguably one of the best WrestleManias. And that was the night when Austin had turned heel. Remember? He beat
Yep,
down
I remember that.
Roman with the steel chair.
Yep.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna definitely put that in my top 5, top 10 for sure. I did my names of all time. Let me see. People said that's arguably the best mania. I mean, I ain't nobody for saying that. I think 25 was Rashawn and Hunter. Not Sean and Hunter. Sean and Taker. To me, is like that barometer of like this is what's supposed to be about WrestleMania. This is the idea. To me, you should have a match a year at WrestleMania. In my opinion. I think you should have a WrestleMania match of the year candidate. You know what I'm saying? When it's all said and done. Like the fact that Curry Rose and John Cena got for SummerSlam, I'm gonna be honest. I'm like, nah, bro. I'm gonna be honest. No. Me personally, I love the Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman 3-way match, but I would give the main event. Matter of fact, no. No Mania match. I don't think got match of the year can for me. But besides Punk and Gunther, but that's my pick. But you know, it is what it is. But John Cena was killing it that year. So you can't disregard that at all. But anyway, I think the problem with WWE too, one of the issues is the ticket prices.
That's what we was talking about.
They're
Yeah.
being greedy about
Ticket
it.
prices,
They're being very greedy
ESPN.
about it.
Yeah.
They
Ticket
are
prices,
very greedy.
ESPN. All that. Yeah. That's what
They're
we was
being
talking
very
about.
greedy, and they're expecting fans to be like, if you love our company so much, you should be willing to pay $10,000
No.
roughly to come to our shows. I'm like, heck, you know.
Nope. Now when
You
I go
think
watch
people
the
will
highlights.
got money like that? I
Now when
rich.
I go watch the highlights or watch somebody watching it on
You're
YouTube, they
right.
go
You're
based
right.
off of
You're
their
right.
joint.
I don't even need to go there.
You
I don't
know,
need to go there
you
for it.
tripping.
Larry had hit me up some days before. He was like, "Yo," he said, "I might have to give myself a plane down to Saudi Arabia." I said, "Oh hell no!" I said, "Go ahead. You go ahead. I'm good. I already know what
Yeah,
time it is. I'm straight." My man talking about some just to see Robert versus Roman. If they have it over there, I'm going. I said, "No." I said, "I'm cool." Even if they have it over there, I'm not going. Nope. Heck, you know.
yeah, Rock versus
No.
Roman. I watch that on the video games.
Main
They
issue,
tripping.
main reason why. BZ, I'm gonna say is you know my skin tone. I know your skin tone. Okay, put two and two together.
Yeah, I ain't doing that. But I
Nope.
think it's gonna be crazy. That's what I
We
said.
we're
The
already
Royal
going
Rumble
through
was
things
lit.
in this country as it is. So I'm like, I'm straight. I'm cool.
Only reason why I didn't want to. Only reason
I
why.
love my life.
Only reason why I didn't like the Royal Rumble was because the women had so much clothes on. Other than that, the Royal Rumble was dope to me,
See,
and it was at Saudi. I
it
was like,
was.
well,
Don't get it
if
wrong.
that's the
So
case,
Ruka stood out the most to me.
yep. I was like, well, if that's the
So
case,
Ruka.
if this is what we
So
got to
Ruka
go
was
through.
incredible.
I was like, if this is what we got to go through for Saudi, I'll take it. Because I'm like, bro, just the stage presence was fire. Everything. There was nothing wrong about Saudi at all. The
Yeah,
entrances
bro.
was cold. Everything. I'm like, bro, if this is what Saudi bring it to the table, I'm lit. And it makes sense because, like I said, how they let go, how they let AJ Styles retire and didn't boo him out the gym. Because they would have booed Gunther out the gym if they would have did that.
Okay, so
So I'm
speaking
like,
of
bro,
Gunther, and by the way, you guys,
the fans are way
we almost
more
got to the
appreciative over
show.
there.
They are. They completely are. I love the Styles ovation that he got after the match. when he was like that way, like let go of his glove but put it back on to insinuate that he's still gonna go. I love that, right? Um, uh, Now I don't know what's going on with him right now. WWE is trying to work out a deal with him. I don't know what the deal is trying to imply. Um, but it sounds like to me, from what I'm getting, it may not necessarily have him be going down to TNA. I want him to go down to TNA though. I think he should go down to TNA. But I don't know what they got planned for AJ later this year. I don't know. But what I can say is I don't know for sure if this is true, but I've heard rumor that the reason they're having Gunther feud with Dragon Lee is so that eventually Gunther will have a match with Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania and his career there.
In whose career?
Rey Mysterio.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Get him out of there too. If that's how you weed the people out of the situation, handle your business, bro. I'm with all of that, bro. I'm with all of that. I ain't gonna lie. What's up, gang? Yeah, I'm with all of that, bro. For real. If that's how. If they're using him to get all the weeds out the way, get them out of here. Goodbye.
I will say this, and BZ, I'm in agreement. I will say this. Dragon Lee, I've heard the WWE's not going to renew his contract by April, so his contract might expire. I think they're gonna let him go, which I think is stupid.
Really?
Yes.
So he only came
I
over for
heard
AJ?
that is true. If that's true, that is a stupid move on WWE's part.
Dang, he
Very
only
stupid
came
move
over
on
for
their part.
AJ. It's crazy. I didn't know that.
That's stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
heard he's
didn't know
gonna
he
have his
only came over
contract
for AJ.
expired. They're not gonna renew it or something like that. They're gonna renew his contract. I'm like, that's lame. That's absolutely lame.
Yeah, that's
But
crazy.
it's,
I didn't know that.
it is.
If
Y'all
they
need talent
didn't
for
do
it, but
that,
y'all always let them go. Like,
yeah,
come on,
I
man.
didn't know that.
Y'all always done making this fun, bro.
Why
They're
would
not
they?
making this fun.
Why?
But anyway,
Why would they do that? He
that's
went.
what I'm
He
trying
went
to
in the
figure out. Like, why
coldest.
would you let go? What?
He,
Why? What's the purpose? Oh, we don't got anything for you. Don't hit me.
they
Stop
got to
with that
create
nonsense.
something.
Stop with that nonsense.
When you got somebody
Stop with
like
that.
that, you create something for him. You create something for him to do.
Yes.
What you mean, bro?
Especially
Switching,
with him
turn
doing
him
so
heel,
good already with Gunther. He's already
turn
doing
him,
very good on his
turn
own.
him heel. Go against Evans. That would have been crazy.
Yes, yes,
Something.
yes. I'm in
Do
complete agreement with
something.
that. I'm in
Like,
so
come
much
on,
agreement
bro.
with that.
Like
I
they
am.
not. That's what I'm saying. The
Like
effort that
y'all have opportunities right there.
they're not even putting forth the effort, bro. That's why it's trash. Cause they're not even putting
Letting
forth
go his
the effort.
contract.
That's horrible.
That's so lame. That's so freaking lame. That's
Dang,
so
I
dang
didn't know
lame.
that.
That's so dang lame.
I
And if he
don't
goes to
think Spencer gonna be cool
AEW,
with that.
I ain't mad at him. If he goes to AEW, I ain't mad at him.
Wasn't he just
Y'all
there
drop the
though?
ball on him. Huh?
Ain't that where he came from?
No, he ain't coming from AEW. Well, somewhat, but not really. Not really. He only had one match there, and then the WWE ended up signing him immediately, right? Um, he only had one match there, but other than that, like
What was
he
Pent
killed it there too. He
was was Penta over there?
His brother over there. His brother already there wrestling right now. Matter of fact, his brother's Bruce, is a guy named Bruce, and this other guy named John Lucico. They wrestle over in AEW. He got brothers that actually wrestle in AEW.
So he
So
probably yeah
if he goes back, hey, I ain't mad at him.
he probably said he wanted to go with his brothers. You know that.
No, they said what I read report was they don't want to renew his contract, and he talked with them about like wanting to get his contract renewed. They said no. I'm like, why? If that is true, and if he's talking about April, the WWE, y'all weird, bro. I'm
I
just gonna
think
be honest, like y'all weird.
I think that's because they trying to get rid of the luchador joints. They ain't trying to have them. Cause think about it, how many do they got?
You got Penta. You got
That's the
Penta. You
only
got
one.
okay. Then
But
let go.
he
Okay,
don't get
then let
labeled
go
as that
Rachel.
though.
Y'all ain't doing nothing. I'm not even trying to wait for him to lose his job by way of you guys. But if y'all feel that way, y'all should let go Ray Phoenix. Because y'all have done nothing, literally, of anything noteworthy for him whatsoever since he's arrived.
But what I'm
Y'all been
saying
doing
is
things with
those.
Penta.
But what I'm saying is him and Penta don't even be listed as that because they're better than that. Like when you say something about luchador, for some reason people look down. They're like, hey, that's all right. That's just high flyer. These cats can bang with the big cats, so they don't even got to be listed as that. When you think about it, there's not two, them is the only two that's left. There's
But the
nobody
WWE,
else there.
the WWE still labels them that. But I see your point because they push them to where they can go beyond that. I
Exactly.
completely agree. But I
Because
think the way they're
Penta ain't
pushing Penta,
Penta been fighting with the real cats. He ain't been fooling around with nobody else.
he has.
He been with the
So
big dogs.
right. So with that said, I think they pushed him very very well. His brother, I don't know. I'm like, I don't think Ray's been doing anything crazy. They have, matter of fact, the
Well,
only
he
thing
had
that
him
Ray
in the
did that
tag
was
team.
awesome for a while. Yeah, when he was with Andrade, I thought that was dope. But then
Yeah.
they let go Andrade, and now Andrade's back to AEW. He went back to AEW after being released for about a year or two or something. That's
Right.
crazy. But yeah,
Yeah.
he went back to AEW. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? This wrestling is always going to be whatever
Yeah,
all
I
it
don't
is.
know, bro. Because
But
I'm really
they,
thinking about what
yeah.
luchadors is there. I think the WWE is getting rid of these luchadors. I think
Oh,
that's why.
they're doing it. That's why I think they're giving it. Oh, right. I hope this is not the case. I hope this is not true. But if they're doing the El Grande Americano storyline to make fun of luchador wrestling, I think y'all are.
They about to squash it. After it's dead, it's dead. That's it. That's it. Because think about it. They're not even luchadors that's
They
doing it.
got to. They got to, bro. But I low key think that's. I'm gonna try not to use that word, bro. You know what I'm going with. All I'm gonna say is R. All I'm gonna say is R. All I'm saying is
Yeah,
R.
I think that Triple A thing that they created or whatever, they either sending them over there or they just letting them go to other people that's actually allowing them to do that because everybody that's high flying that do that, they're not there no more. After when you got Ray, Penta, and Phoenix, who else you got? Nobody.
Um, yeah, you get Ray out with Dominic Mysterio is up there. He's one of them.
Yeah,
Let me see. But yeah, other than that, yeah, you ain't got
they
you
gone.
ain't got
So
they,
that's
they
why
ain't got a whole lot.
that's probably why they're not. That's probably why they're
But
not
that's why it's weird then.
extending the stuff.
Okay. Andrade was different because Andrade, there was personal things that's going on. I think he had something to do with. They said he failed a drug test for one, right? And
Right.
then they said something about he didn't get along with somebody backstage. He had, I guess he had someone of like a altercation, which is kind of like similar to how Alberto Del Rio had got fired from WWE last time, right? So that's why I'm thinking. I think that's the reason why they ended up parting ways and whatnot.
I think that was because of Charlotte. I think she got pulled.
You think? Oh, you didn't think she had a hand?
Yep, I think she got
Yeah.
pulled, bro.
Some people were saying that too. They're like, yo, yeah, sorry
Facts. I
about
think
that
she
news, but
got pulled. I think she
that's
got pulled.
crazy.
Like, yeah, I ain't with him no more. And whatever. Can you just send him somewhere else? It's fine.
I
And
don't.
her
I
dad is
can
Ric Flair. What
if
the
you don't
heck?
ever say it
You gonna say
publicly,
no?
if you don't ever say it publicly, and they have a sign like an NDA where you can't say it publicly or whatever the case may be, I can see that. However, he did do a podcast interview talking about the reason why him and Shaw didn't work out very well was because of him, right? He took all the blame and all the accountability. I'm like, hey, okay, sure, all right.
Yeah,
Oh, he's
but
moving on.
that's what I'm saying. But that ain't gonna stop Charlotte from going to Hunter and be like, hey, yo, can we get him off the show? Man, he ain't doing nothing there
That's
anyway.
weird to do. That's a weird request to do. I get you guys not being together no more, but that's like Sable. That's like WWE having back in the day. I hope this is not the case, but that's like the WWE from back in the day, or WWF, what it was known for. Sable going to this man and asking for Mark Merrow to be released.
Ask for who?
Mark Merrow.
Why?
Remember, Sable had a guy she would come out to the ring with, and he was
Yeah,
wrestling.
yeah.
What's his name? What's his name? It was Mark. I know his name is Mark Merrow, but what was his wrestling name?
I don't know, but yeah.
Mark Merrow. I want to see if you remember who this guy was. Mark Merrow. Hold on.
But she got him released.
That's why I'm wondering. That's why I was going to ask you.
I mean, they got pulled. That's what I'm saying. It's a woman. She got pulled. If she feel not safe or feel whatever, all she got to do is make up a story, and they gonna do that.
That's crazy.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that that's what Charlotte did, but if Charlotte is there, and her ex-husband, that's the only difference. Well, you can say the same thing with Nikki and John, but John was so big, you can't pull that on John.
Yeah.
But John could have pulled that on Nikki because you see Nikki was gone.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, it depends on what kind of pull you got in the back. You know what I'm saying? And Charlotte being one of the
That
best
is wild.
women in the joint.
I hope that's not true. I
That's
hope
it.
that's not true for people who want to be all symptoms that towards Charlotte about her Player Tribune article. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I'm not ruling it out. I just don't know if that's fully true. But you never
Because
know.
think about it. If there's not no legitimate reason, then why would it? The only thing that would come up is, well, your wife work here and she just don't want you to work here. Because other than that, you don't have a reason.
But for your talent alone to be negated is strange to me.
Not when you have
Your
multiple,
talent in the ring.
but not when you have multiple people that's as good as you or maybe even better. Then it doesn't matter. That's the difference.
The one thing Andrade didn't have that was to his credit was he wasn't the best talker on the microphone.
Right.
Other than that, in the ring wise, he was one of the best.
And look at who he was going against. Somebody who's still there, Carmelo Hayes. Why do I need two?
That's because Carmelo Hayes is one of their guys. And on top of that,
Once again, he went against him 7 times, which means that the skill set, they both got it. So why am I wasting my time with Andrade if the other person is already there?
But I think that did more for Carmelo than it did for Andrade, though.
Even still, there's nothing that Andrade is doing that Carmelo Hayes couldn't do. So why are we keeping Andrade? That's the point. If you're doing something spectacular, if you're doing something spectacular that nobody else is doing, then we keep you. But if you're doing something that everybody else already knows how to do, we don't have to keep you.
But if I had to ask you, BZ, who's more over between Carmelo and Andrade, what would be the answer to that?
I'm going to pick Carmelo Hayes because he was better.
I completely agree.
That's it. But they had epic matches. They had epic matches.
They did.
Which means that at the end,
no sense to Andrade by way. No sense to Andrade by way, you guys. We're not.
I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, I can make another one of those. That's why I don't need you here.
Exactly.
That's why he's gone.
Exactly.
That's why if somebody comes in there to say something,
I think to a degree, and I say respectfully, I think he was limited. He was limited.
I don't think nobody is limited. I think everybody is trying to prolong their careers. When you watch other shows, it's not prolong their career.
I don't think his. Let me ask you: do you think Andrade, for all the time he was in WWE back there, was he ever, to you, in your opinion, was he ever strong on the microphone verbally?
No.
I think that's the reason. I think that's one of the reasons. I think the reason why Penta gets away with that and why WWE is pushing him to the top like that is because Penta got that. Again, he's made what he's done over it. That Cerro Miedo, he does with the crowd, the way he walks to the ramp, his entrance, the way he looks, all of that screams over.
It's a fact.
All of it. When you see Andrade, all you see is Andrade coming out with this unique mask. He comes out and he wrestles, and you're like, great match. I just don't care about you, Dodo. Right? I don't want to see you win the world title. And that's sad, and that's messy to say. But the reason why that is because you only have one thing you're good at. You need to be good at everything across the board in order for you to make it to the mountaintop. You do. I really do think you do. Now, there are times where wrestlers don't got to necessarily be a CEO on my phone to where they can be world champion. We've seen it before, right? I think Jeff Hardy was never, to me, in my opinion, a really good mic worker.
You said Jeff Hardy what?
You hear me?
You said Jeff Hardy what?
Hold on, bro. You said what? I'm sorry, I can't hear nobody.
You said Jeff Hardy what?
Was never a really great mic worker. He wasn't a great mic worker like that.
Did Jeff Hardy ever win the championship?
Yeah.
Why did they give it to him?
He wasn't, but he had an appeal. But his appeal His appeal was that this guy looked like a rock star. He looked freaking cool. His face paint, his hair, the Hardy Boys, the Team Extreme, all that added to why he was over though. So when he went solo, we were all like we still love Jeff because he came out of the Hardys. And then eventually, I think Jeff over time started to get like okay, better over time with that. But I don't think he's necessarily like top 5, top 10, or hell, even someone's Mount Rushmore when they say promos.
Okay.
You don't look at Jeff Hardy like that. You look at Jeff Hardy like this guy was a risk taker. He's always doing, certain things, and you're like, bruh, like I wouldn't even do that, but he does it, right?
Right. Yeah.
That's why Jeff Hardy was so great because he was able to be like basically like a walking stuntman in
Right.
real time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he even said it. I'm more of a stuntman than I am a wrestler. I'm like, okay, I get you. So,
So
but
they
anyways,
they gave him the championship for appreciation. They awarded him for being a
what do you
stuntman
mean? I
or for
think
taking
that's a
risks.
good
That's what I
question.
think.
That's
They
a good
awarded him for,
question. That's
for
a good
taking
question.
risks because
Because
everybody wasn't taking
Larry
risks.
has gone on record to say, and Larry's gone on record to say, like to him, Shawn Michaels is the better. He's better than Shawn Michaels, and I go no. And the reason why I say no to that is because when you think about Shawn Michaels, you think about Bret Hart. For a guy to wrestle Bret Hart and to put on technical matches and high flying matches, Shawn could do it all,
Right.
right? That's the reason why I say Jeff Hardy's not better than Shawn Michaels because Jeff Hardy was more akin to doing things that work for him.
Right.
What got him over again was this idea of a guy who is no big guy for real, but he did not had no fear. So he did what was necessary to take risks, and he went ahead and did it. I had a friend of mine even one time he even told me before he was like, "Yo, Jeff Hardy really stupid." I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "No, think about it." He said, "Jeff be doing all these things on risk while putting his body on the line for our entertainment." I get that, but at the same time, it's stupid.
Well,
And even though I'm like I can't fully agree with that, I kind of understand that point, right?
yeah, but I mean,
But
when
what
you
got
when
him
you
over?
really in the when you really in the game to please the fans, it ain't stupid. You
Yes,
doing what the fans want to do because everybody's not going to do it.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to look at it as stupid. Like that's a high. Like if I know for a fact I'm never going to win the title, but I'm out here high flying, I'm like, yeah. But at the same time, I'm doing it because it's what I love to do. I love to see the fans excited. I love to see the fans go crazy. I'm doing it for them.
Yeah,
I'm not doing it for the title. I'm
yeah,
not doing it for the title. I'm doing it for them.
that's true.
And when you look at it from that way, it ain't too many WWE wrestlers that can even be on that same type of level as Jeff Hardy
Mm,
because of that alone.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah, because of that
yeah,
alone.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? You risking your body on the line, knowing good and well you're never going to get the opportunity or the shot that you're looking for. And you like, I don't care. I'm doing it anyway for the fans. That's somebody who cares about the fans for real.
Before we go back to talk, I completely agree. Before we go back to the festivities of Monday Night Raw, BZ, do you want to address the fan that had a comment about you when it came to
Hey,
talking about the John Cena? Like we we
hold on.
actually
What you talking about? I don't
thank you,
even know if I've
BZ.
seen it. What you talking about?
We did the YouTube shorts. No, no, oh no, you know, I told you about it. I even texted you about it, and it was it was somebody who commented that no John Cena match was better than any match from AW last year.
Oh, yeah, dude done lost his mind, so I had to snap on him.
And BZ went in
Hey,
here and clapped back on dude, bro. I read that comment. I was cracking my beat.
yeah, dude, right. Dude, John Cena better than
Yo,
everybody
BZ
on
was
that.
like, I'm willing.
John Cena better than
BZ went in
everybody
here and
on
called back and
AEW.
gave that dude some smoke.
John Cena better than everybody on AEW. Like, bro, come on. Are you serious? It says this man said no match. I was like, bro, you tripping. You
He's the better
tripping,
than
bro.
no match for AEW.
He's a AEW Blazer. I'm not mad at that.
AEW Blazer. No, he's an AEW tribalist. That's what he is. He's a tribalist.
Yeah, travelers. Yeah. Yeah.
I fight for AEW over WWE. That's what he is.
Yeah.
Whoever that guy was.
I'll take it, but
With all due
I
respect,
mean, he's some.
yeah, man.
He's,
Just the way you feel.
thank you.
What's next?
He he sound like somebody. He sound like somebody who didn't even watch no John Cena matches. Because if you were to watch the matches, regardless of
He
you a
said
fan of
no Cena
AEW
match
or
is
not,
better.
that's what I'm saying. Like what I'm like, even if you're not a fan of John Cena or not a fan of WWE, one thing you're not gonna do is say that every match that he did is not better than that. Like, come on, bro. Even
Yeah,
though,
bro.
even
That's a
if you
fact.
only watch AEW, you're never gonna be like, oh, every single match that John Cena did is nowhere close to being. Like, come on, bro. Nobody would say that. Even if you don't
So,
watch it,
so
we know
John
John
Cena's
Cena.
matches are not great because he's not great because he doesn't do flips.
Like, bro,
Let's be honest. No, seriously, let's be
John
honest about
Cena's
this for a
run
second. Because
last
people
year
think
after he
having
went
great
back
matches
to
means
being
do
old
flips.
Cena. When John Cena went back to be old John Cena, bro, he put on so many dope matches. It was I forgot John Cena can go like that.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Like just because he ain't like you said, just because he ain't flipping, that man, bro. Wrestling ain't all about flipping, bro. This ain't no
Right.
acrobat show.
Like, why y'all? What's
Look at
wrong
the
with y'all?
technicians. Look at the techniques and all the stuff that these cats is doing. It's more to wrestling
Yes.
than just flipping, bro. What you mean?
Yes.
You know how many wrestlers that we say is the best ever that don't flip? Like Roman don't flip. They don't flip. What we
You know
talking
what's crazy,
about?
BZ? You know what's crazy, BZ? I'm gonna be completely. I'm gonna go crazy with this when I use this analogy. You're gonna understand why I'm trying to get at, right? And BZ, this is no shot. This is no shade or a shot towards you. When I say this, I always compare professional wrestling to hip hop. Right? Why? Because hip hop's my favorite. It's like up there in my top 5 favorite genres of music. Okay, and for me, I think you need to take almost every box to do great in hip hop, in my opinion, right? Not just one or two things. You need probably 3 or 4 more. I compare flips, and you're gonna probably laugh when I say this, but I compare wrestling fans who love flips in their matches to rappers no, to rap fans who love bars and songs, right? Which, by the way, nothing wrong. Matter of fact, I'll go further. I'm not even gonna say bars. I'm gonna say rappers who rap fast.
Uh-huh.
You think because the person who raps very very fast that makes him the greatest of all time?
Uh-uh.
But to some fans, they believe that's the catalyst for being a great rapper.
No,
Rap fast,
no,
be a
this is the
Twister,
difference.
be a Busta Rhymes, be a freaking Tech Nine, and that's the epitome of what it means to really rap. Some fans believe that, which is
No, but
wild to me.
what I'm saying about the
Absolutely wild to
fans,
me.
what I'm saying about the fans
I
that
agree.
saying that is, even though rapping fast don't make you the best of all time, it makes you do something better than the person that you labeled as the best of all time, though.
But
Because
how if I'm
cause
already
if,
hearing you do that?
cause if they can't do
If I
it,
heard other person
but
that did
this
it,
is the thing. This is the thing. The rappers who rap fast, they can rap slow too. They can do what you do. You just can't do what I do.
quite better.
That's the difference. That's the difference. It's Busta Rhymes
I
can
completely
rap
agree.
like Jay Z. Busta Rhymes can rap like Nas. Busta Rhymes can rap like them, but they can't rap like him,
Facts.
which eliminated them from being better than him. Because that's how we looking at it. Because I just checked all the boxes that you checked, and I added extra check marks that you can't do. Jeff
We
Hardy,
can have this debate.
Jeff Jeff Hardy can do everything that Roman Reigns does,
Yes.
and flip on top of that. When
Yes.
you really look
But
at
I
it,
think the
when you really look at
right.
it,
Go ahead.
you can say that Jeff Hardy is better than Roman Reigns if you look at the overall ability. If you really
Mm.
look at it, because there's things that I can do that you can't do. That's it. That's how you
Yes, but
find the best from the worst.
I think the reason, BZ, that's a good point. I do think the reason being for why people will say no is because I'm trying my best to say this without trying to be too personal or again involve people's business outside professional wrestling. But I think part of the reason why Jeff didn't succeed for more is because Jeff got his way. right? I'm gonna just say like that without going too deep or anything like that. I think some wrestlers tend to get in their way, and because they get in their way, it affects business, right? So that's why the WWE a lot of times has to move on and go on with somebody else a lot of times because the person they think they can go with, furthermore, don't necessarily probably always be that guy, legitimately, right? I think Roman would never cause the WWE to look at him like a liability, although he did lose the world title to Seth Rollins because he failed a test, right? At Money in the Bank. But do you remember that? Yeah. Yeah, failed the title test. I forget what the reason why. I forget what he had did, but it is what it is. Anyways, it happens. What was I gonna say? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. No, I think wrestling fans got their minds wired too differently because they think just doing flips makes you a great wrestler. I don't buy into that. There's people right now that currently feel like MGF is just great at talking and he'll forever be a great talker.
Right.
And I watch his matches. And I'm gonna be honest, that man ain't just no great talker, bro. That man can wrestle.
But
But
that's
because
what's
he's so
highlighted.
good with promos, everyone's like,
Exactly.
"Oh, MJF promos,
Exactly.
promos, Punk promos,
Exactly.
promos."
Yeah.
And it's
What are you
like
known for?
that's
Right.
fine, that's great, but still,
Yeah. But what are you known
but
for?
still,
What is the reason why I'm watching you? I'm watching you because of what? Because you like to talk? Because you're good at talking? Or because of what you do in the ring? It's never both. Like as far as to
to
catch
me,
my
it's both.
attention. It's not to catch your attention
To me,
because
it's
you didn't
both.
see him wrestle first. He grabbed the microphone first. You was attached to that. Whatever you seen first is what you was locked in on. Everything else came after. If he was talking first and you was like, yo, the way he talked is cold. When you seen him in the ring, you'd be like, all right, yeah, he can wrestle too. But that didn't catch your attention. It caught your attention when he was talking first.
No,
That's the
I'm talking
thing.
I'm talking more so based around the idea of people doubting that he can't wrestle that good. I'm just like that doesn't work. You can't
But,
be.
but the thing
I
is,
give you your saying.
the thing
I give
is,
you your saying.
the
I
thing,
give you your
the
saying,
thing
bro.
is, the thing is, if he can't, even if he can't wrestle good, it's talking to get him all the way to the top because you're that good at talking. You're that good. Hulk Hogan was never a good wrestler. His promos took him over. His promos was the best promos we done seen. Macho Man Randy Savage, not that good at all. I mean, not that good at wrestling. He was cool, but
Really?
the cream of the crop, bro. When he was standing there with Mean Gene doing the promos, that's what we wanted to see. The matches, okay,
I
cool,
thought much of
yeah.
Ray Savage was a better wrestler than Hogan was, but okay.
He was. Hogan, none of them was good. When you look at back in the day compared to now, none of them cats was good. None of them. They were all good at talking. $1 Million Man, good promo. IRS, R&R Shyster, good talking. All of them is good talking, but the matches were boring. But it didn't matter. We was hyped to see it because of the promo. Let me tell you something, brother. Oh, the cream of the crop. Ultimate Warrior. All my Warrior fans. That's what we was hype about. We weren't hype about the match. We was hype about the promo. The promo that the
Yeah.
WWE people do not have right now. They don't have that itch. They don't have that. They
But I
have
think
a
the
lot.
reason why that also has happened is because of the WWE has elevated over the years and they have evolved over the years.
That's
That's
a
the main
fact.
reason why.
Yeah, I agree. But I think what happened was they took away the promo part.
Yeah. No. They took away the character aspect towards the promo part. That's what they took away. It's
Yeah,
like
they snatched it.
I'll put it this way. It's like this. It's like this. How many characters can we really say are in the WWE right now with us going, oh yeah, that's just your character,
Hmm. You said how many characters?
right?
What you say?
How many characters can we really say are in the WWE right about now that's really like up there in terms of like giving us that Macho Man Hogan feel
None.
or Warrior feel? I I can say who
Who?
Jay Uso,
Oh yeah.
Jay Uso, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns to a degree. But then the more I think about it, I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Maybe it
I
is
give
enough
you
for me.
Jay. I give you Jay. And I give you and his brother together. I give you Jay by himself, and then I give you the Usos together. But outside of that,
Yes.
uh-uh.
But outside of that, you don't have no characters that's really going in on their characters, or that's why people love Bray Wyatt so much. That's exactly why people love Bray Wyatt so much. Because
LA
Bray
Knight.
put in.
LA Knight. LA Knight. I'll give you
Yeah,
LA
you
Knight.
can say LA Knight. Yep, DZ. Okay, DZ. Now you cooking.
I'll give
Yep,
you that.
LA Knight is up there. LA Knight's up there. Maybe Sami Zayn, but that underdog character got to get away, please, for the love of God. You can get rid of that underdog character. I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it so much. Oh, it pains me to say that, but it does. I'm so sick of the underdog. On my heart, in my soul, and tenacity. Stop. We get it.
It's horrible.
Like, everybody got heart, soul, tenacity. Curry Rose had a fish in store. We get that, okay? Shut up.
I can't even say him. Yeah.
Huh?
I said I can't even say him.
No, I can't say Cody Rose either. I
No.
can't. I can't say Drew other than Drew give me Bret Hart vibes. He does. He give me Bret Hart vibes.
I agree with that.
Like his heel character to me gives me Bret Hart vibes. It's this idea of you people turn on me and I'm the reason why I turn on you, right? Things like that. Okay, cool.
Randy. Huh?
Reigns still got that character, but he's kind of like been watered. I'm not gonna say Reigns been watered down. I'm not gonna say that. I think they've been holding him back. They've been holding him back. And I will be completely remiss if I didn't say I will love to see the Viper character, the Legend Killer, come back in reigning order because that's when he's the most entertaining. I'm gonna be honest. I gotta be honest. So yeah.
It ain't none. Cause I'm talking about when you seen me and Jane, bro. I mean Jake the Snake Roberts had a good kickoff. Honky Tonk Man was good. I'm talking about everybody was good at talking, bro. Everybody was good at talking. Now it's like
the difference. Oh, I see the okay. Easy. I see the difference. Everything back in the day was a show. Think about it for a second. Everything back in the day was a show. I'm gonna give you a show. Wrestlers are characters. Ring announcers are characters. Commentators are characters. Everybody's a character. And then you get to the new generation era, and you kind of like somewhat see that drift away a little bit. Then the Attitude Era made it cool for you to go, let's bleed in reality into what was already a show to begin with.
Yeah, and that's what messed everything.
There you go. And now it's gotten to the point where the reality
overshadowed the show
resurfaced so much to the point where you forget this is a show. And it doesn't help. And I'm gonna take this another step. This is gonna sound crazy. I'm cooking right now. It doesn't already help the fact that you got Raw not only on Netflix, but y'all gave us WWE.
Go to the next one.
No. Thank you. Yep. What you say now, bro?
It doesn't help. We got Monday Raw and SmackDown with also having WWE Unreal.
Yeah. True.
Y'all exposed so much.
That's true.
Now, me personally, I don't mind Unreal. I love it.
I don't either. I don't mind it. We already knew what it was anyway. They was out here making it seem like it's like you're 35 years old and you ain't know Santa wasn't real. Like, bro, come on, bro, stop.
If you are in your 50s and 60s and you believe Hulk Hogan was telling the truth when he said each survivor say a prayer,
exactly. Like, stop, bro, please.
Like,
y'all just be coming up with stuff now.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, some of stuff that just be happening that just don't be making no sense. And that's why I just be like, come on, bro. You 35, you 38 years old. You believe there's a Santa? I know it's not a Santa. Okay, well, you know that move wasn't real either. Or you know that these storylines wasn't real. Like, the moves they doing is real. They just know how to protect themselves when the moves are happening.
Facts.
That's why they tell you, kids, don't try this at home. You can really put this a sharpshooter on somebody's legs and it'll really hurt them if you don't do it right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, well, that's what the WWE is missing. It's just like what we just said.
Yes.
At the end of the day, we need that. We don't even got that Mean Gene Oakland. We don't got that. We don't have
Mm-hmm.
Bobby the Brain Heenan giving these interviews out. We don't have that. We got Michael Cole. That ain't no.
Mm-hmm.
That is not it. They could at least grab Eric Bischoff back, or they could have did the Tony Schiavone. At
And
least.
and the Durham, yes, and yes, yes, and I go as far as to say this: Alan Pierce, hot take. Alan Pierce and Nick Oz are not entertaining general managers to me.
At all.
They're not entertaining. Are they good? Yes, but they're not great,
Right.
bro. I remember Teddy Long would come out, and when Teddy Long's music hit, was it the feeling, man?
We even do them
Like when
dances.
he
The
came
dance
out,
move.
bruh, and he do that dance, that little song he was doing, and he had him hit a microphone. All right, Undertaker.
Yep.
All right, tonight will be a 6-man tag team match. Holla, holla, holla. Player, player, player. However he said it, right? That
Yep.
to me was memorable because of the way he talked and the way he did it.
And also,
We don't
the
got
reason
things
why
like
it
that
was
no more.
memorable, to piggyback off what you just said, the reason
Yeah.
why it was memorable because we didn't see him all night.
There you go.
We seen Adam
There you go.
all night. Every segment he's in the show. Why, bro?
Yes. Yes.
Why? At real
Yep.
jobs, don't nobody want to be around their manager all the time. Why are you here? Go work somewhere.
Yep. Yep.
But yet you there all the time. All the
Yep.
time, bro.
Yes.
Like, nah,
Yes.
man. Like, nah, man. That's a lot of things that the WWE is doing with this new era. That's like, it makes you. And this is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. What I'm finna say. But my
Yep.
God, it make you miss Vince. It make you miss Vince McMahon. It makes you miss Vince
You know
McMahon.
what?
It was people online
You
that
know
was saying
what?
Vince McMahon would have never let that happen. I'm like, you
You
know
know
what?
what?
You're telling the truth.
You know what? This is I hate saying this. Oh, I hate saying this.
Yep.
Just like, can you really say it? Just like, come on, bro, let your heart heal. You love the Lord, you love God. You know, so you can have some forgiveness in your heart, bro. Just let it in. Just let it
Crazy,
in.
bro. He ain't do nothing to me, so I ain't got no
But
problem.
yes, you know what's funny though? You know what's funny though? You're not wrong. And the reason and why I'm in agreement with what you're saying, even though it pains me to a degree, is because Vince McMahon, for what it's worth, at the very least, you know you left out Raw entertained.
Yeah.
SmackDown entertained. I have to give credit where credit is due. Vince McMahon made it cool for you to be entertained throughout the show.
Yep.
I'm not saying Hunters are making it entertaining. Don't get it twisted. But I mean entertaining of giving it a mix. We should get a mix of seriousness and a mix of silliness in between. I can't remember the last time I watched Raw. I'm gonna be honest. Don't get me wrong. Do I laugh from time to time? Yes, I do. I'm not going to sit here out like I'm not human. I will laugh. El Grinder to me is stupid. That's why it's hilarious to me. But at the same as that time, is it really all that funny?
Yep.
You know the reason why I love the New Day? Because Kofi, Xavier, and Big E not only infused pop culture to their act, they took it so far that I was like, the WWE, just by them allowing this, makes it for great television. I will never forget watching a Raw exclusive on YouTube, and Michael Cole wanted to do an interview with the New Day, and and Xavier and Biggie were all doing twerks. They were twerking in front of Michael Cole's face.
Yeah, I remember that.
And Biggie took his shirt off. Yo, I was cracking up because I'm saying to myself, like, these guys, something is wrong with them. But I can't stop watching what they're doing because it's just funny to me.
Right.
You need to laugh. You have no soul if you don't laugh, bro. You
Yep.
need to laugh. right? And you also need to also be like, whoa, that Punk Sabbath versus Roman Reigns was so real. I want to see that. I can't wait to tune into Monday Raw next week. And then you tune into Monday Raw next week, and you're like, bruh, we just got one of the best promos from Punk and Roman Reigns, and Roman's not there.
Yep.
So because
Yeah.
Roman's not there, WWE's got to go Punk versus Finn Balor for the time being before Roman comes back. I think that's lame.
So lame. And even CM Punk, I don't know what I was watching, but CM Punk was giving Roman Reigns kudos for that shout for that too. Was like, man, I
Yeah,
pull stuff
shout
out
out
of
to Punk.
people.
Yeah, shout out to Punk for that. Shout out to
He's
Punk for
like,
that.
I pull stuff out of people. He's like, that promo was
He do.
amazing.
He do. Punk really does, bro. People don't even realize how gifted that man really is when it comes to. He'll get underneath your skin so bad you don't have no other choice but to go right here and say something to him personal to where you can hit him with a direct hit. Roman got him good with that one. Roman got him so good. He said, "What you said?" He said, "We was Negroes." And that stupid it. I love that. That was good. That was so good. But anyways, we took a major detour, you guys. We're so sorry. We're gonna get back to Monday Raw. I know I talk, we talk, but we're passionate. So bear with us. Chamber qualifier. The next match that happened was Bayley versus Oscar versus Natty. You called it. Oscar won. I'm quite sure you was happy with that. Oscar won too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, she won.
Now
Let
my
me
question is on
see.
that match,
Yeah.
because after that match, didn't Maddie get beat up by Maxine?
Yes.
Why is Natty supposed to be back and coming back as being this killer, but yet she ain't win?
Well, Natty didn't take the pinfall or submission, so they kept it strong, which I liked. At first, I was saying to myself, "Bruh, why should she win?" But then they had Oscar tap out Bayley, and I'm like,
Why
okay,
Bailey
okay.
keep
So
losing?
Bayley took the loss. Even see.
Who's worse? Who's worse, Bailey or Jimmy Uso?
Oh my, oh my gosh,
I hate the
oh my
question, but
gosh.
I hate the question, but it got to be asked. Like really,
Mm-mm.
who's worse?
And I'm not okay. I got the answer. And I'm not saying this to be masculine or against femininity or whatever the case may be. People be thinking in their minds. No, it has nothing to do with all of that. I'm gonna go with Jimmy Uso
You
because
said
at least
Jimmy
Bailey
Uso.
has achieved. I must say Jimmy Uso because Bailey has achieved single success. And they were saying on commentary how Bailey she's giving back to a lot of the talent, and that's one reason why she's not doing what she's doing. And Natalia was doing it for a while, but now she's tired and fed up with that. And I'm like, yeah, it's kind of too little too late for Natalia to be doing what she's doing. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, this character should have been pulled
Natalia
a
been
while
there for a
ago.
minute. She should have pulled out that gimmick a long time ago.
Right.
So now my fear is she's gonna have this gimmick and it's gonna probably last for about a few months before they go back to doing Natalia again.
You think they're gonna go back?
I think she's gonna go back. I don't think
I don't
anything's
think
gonna
she's going
change
back.
dramatically for her. She may not go back, but they ain't gonna have no plans for her.
No.
I'll tell you that right now.
I
They're
think
not gonna
they're
have no
only
plans for
using
her.
her to get Maxine over. I think they're only doing this to get Maxine over. I think literally Maxine is the new Natty, but they needed Natty
Maxine
to go down. They
is
needed Natty to go down for her to put her over.
shout out to Bust Up the Radio when they said this. They were talking about the promo something between Punk and Roman Reigns. And I think when Roman had yelled in front of Punk's face, or Punk had yelled, it was one or two. They said that Punk and Roman Reigns promo was so believable that when Maxine had yelled, somebody had did a yelling. I forget who did the yelling, but anyways, Maxine when she did a promo with Alpha Academy backstage with Burt Kreischer, I think he was there,
Yeah.
Chrysler, whatever, and she yelled somebody she's gonna break
Oh yeah, I remember.
Natty's
Yeah.
leg, like that.
Ankle.
Very forced,
Yeah.
very forced, very forced. Absolute horrible acting on her part. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
Because
think it was.
it's unbelievable.
I don't think it was forced.
No, they forced it. Trust me, they forced it. But they did it deliberately to make it seem as if
Cause
like
she was
she's not
like,
bad.
I'ma break
Period.
her I remember it. I remember that part. I remember it. I remember it. I remember it. It was corny for sure.
Very corny. It's to the point where I look at her and I just go, I can't help but think about that promo and be like, bruh, it's hard for me to take you serious. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there, bro. I'll leave it there. But anyways, shout out to Oscar who won. I ain't mad. I'm not mad at her winning at all, for real. Although it did feel very predictable to a degree because she said nobody was ready for Oscar. But
Right.
she always says that no one is ready for Oscar. Okay.
Nobody.
Okay. Anyways.
I love when she be snapping on little girl.
Oh, Kyrie. Yeah, Kyrie. I'm starting to feel bad for
I
Kyrie every
love
single week.
that.
I love Kyrie.
I love when Oscar be tripping, bro. That just be cracking me up.
Kyrie! She's like, okay, Oscar. All right. So yes.
I love that when she be doing that. I love
I
that
feel
when
like
she be
the
crashing out.
Shaq Hill storyline again, but in a different way.
Yeah, she
Like
be
it's crazy.
crashing out.
Yes, you do.
And she be talking her language too.
Yeah. Right. I
I
know.
love when the
Tell me,
WWE let
it
the
is
character.
entertaining though. It is
I
entertaining
love
though.
when the
I'm not gonna lie.
WWE allow the characters to talk their language, especially with Stephanie Valkyrie. Like
Bruh.
she don't talk English at all. Like bro, I'm like, dang, I don't understand nothing you
She
saying.
didn't need to. She
Yeah,
didn't need to, but when she has done before, but she didn't need to at that moment. I loved it because here's what I loved about it, right? The fact that it made Liv Morgan tear up, I was like, yo, they cooking with this. And at first, I was not so on the idea on seeing that match
yeah.
or the Jake Harkins match. But I saw
I
that and
definitely
I
want
went,
to see
you know
that.
what? I want to see it. Give me
I
her
knew she was
versus
going that
Stephanie.
way anyway.
Yeah, me too. You kind of got a sense of how it's going to go, but like, how were they going to fit it? And
Right.
basically, what Vicarious told Liv Morgan was like, "You've been in WWE." I'm paraphrasing what she said in Spanish, but I'm not gonna say it in Spanish though. She said, "You've been in WWE, and what have you really been doing as of late? I've been busting my tail to get to WWE. I was from across the country. I've done this. You talk about all this hard work. You done this. You haven't put in no work. You haven't done this. You haven't done that. You've been selling for less. Blah 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 blah. Right? It was one of those like brutal like."
That's where
Yo,
we going
she
now.
told her about herself for real.
Okay. Hold on, bro. So just go straight to Walmart and that's it. Okay, I got you. You're welcome. All right, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, she verbally abused that girl.
Yeah, she did.
She told her basically like in Spanish, like, I've done more than you have ever done. What have you really done to earn opportunity to basically for this belt? Besides winning the Rumble. Okay, cool. But other than that, you've been selling.
She
The
ain't
things
been
that she
fighting.
was saying low key though weren't
She ain't been.
lies. They were not lies.
But it goes back to what we was talking about. The reason why she ain't been doing nothing is because the WWE ain't put nobody in the ring to fight nobody. It's just been all talk. Everybody just been
It has
talking.
been all talk. It has
It's
been
just
talk.
been. They be like, all right, well, everybody's on punishment. Y'all got to go all promos for a month straight before y'all put hands on. I'm like, what? That's what it feel
Was
like.
hurting them too. So we don't know. We know Seth Rollins is going to come eventually. I think the current plan was to have Seth versus Braun Breaker,
Yeah.
but with Braun out injured, they're going to have to pivot and go somebody else. So I don't know
Is she
what that
clear
looks
for
like.
Mania? Is
Other
that what this
than,
on?
huh?
Steph is clear for Mania?
Is Stephanie clear for Mania? Yeah, she's good. She's good.
No, Seth.
Oh, Seth. They say he is, but they just
Yeah, that's what
haven't
I heard.
figured out a date for when he's gonna come back.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Unless he's that guy who's gonna be in that box, but then that's kind of weird because why you be the masked man and then be kind of in the box? I don't get that.
Why is he in
I
the
don't think
box
I don't
though?
think he's the man in the box. I don't think I don't think he's gonna be in that box. That comparing thing they have him in. Rumor has it that Chris Jericho is gonna come back and he's gonna be the one that's gonna come out that box. I ain't mad at that.
First of all,
but
why is he
why?
in the box?
But why? Yeah,
Like, there ain't no holes in it. He gonna die in there. Why is he in the box? I don't understand.
because BZ, we're watching pro wrestling and it's stupid. That's why it's pro wrestling
Last
involves
time we
stupid.
seen something of Miss Magnitude was when Sting was that statue.
Oh yeah, right. They didn't try to separate the statue.
Yeah,
And
yep,
Steve showed
that
up.
was it. That was the last time we seen
Yo,
someone
that
of
was
this
fire by the
magnitude.
way. That was so fire by the way.
It was,
That was
it
so
was.
dope. Did you expect Sting to show up that night? And I was like, Sting's here? Oh shoot. Yeah, man, it was crazy. But yeah, let me see. Is there a meaningless pre-tape interview with Michael Cole? Somebody said this pre-tape interview was meaningless. I'm crying. That's hilarious. Punk said, I don't think you people would love me if I didn't do and say the things that piss people off. I love him.
Right, I remember that.
I love Punk. I love Punk saying that because it's true. It is true. That's why we love him. He's blunt. He don't care. Like BJ, if you cut a promo right now on Larry, I'm just keeping it real, and you held no, and you didn't hold back, I believe everything you said about Larry.
Right.
I would. I'm just be honest with you. But anyways, sorry for using Larry for example. I know he had catch a little, a little smoking for me, but I'm just joking. You know what I'm saying? I'm just joking. Jay Madonna returned to Raw for the first time since he's been waiting since November.
He been gone for a
Oh
minute.
wow, that's crazy. Punk planted seeds for the overdue JD split with Finn Balor. I said, yeah, it should have been done a long time ago, but here we are. What did you think of the promo between Punk and Finn Balor?
Once again, I just think it was just promos dropping jewels of what the WWE is trying to do, but it's late. Like if this is the thing, if the Judgment Day splits up in any way, no one cares because we wanted that to happen a while ago.
Yes.
We didn't want it when it didn't look obvious. It made sense. Now it looks obvious. We don't want to see it. It's like, all right, well, whatever. Okay, so what?
$1 million for weeks.
Exactly. It's too obvious now. We didn't want it to look obvious. We wanted it to be a turn that was like when Damian Priest and them left, and then when Finn and them when they would it should have been around that time when it all just no. Like, why are y'all keeping this together? What is the reason?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Who's benefit from it? I don't think
Mm-hmm.
nobody leveled up except for Dom.
Exactly. Exactly.
So I'm like,
Well,
bro, what we doing?
the next match was for an Intercontinental title opportunity, and we had Penta take on El Grande Americano. Penta beats El Grande Americano. As soon as they said mystery opponent, I said Penta. It's gonna be Penta.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you know? Penta comes out. He comes out.
Yep.
And for what worth, it was an entertaining match. It wasn't too bad. Things like that. Boom, boom, boom. Balor. Before we get to that, Balor and Madonna had an argument, and Drew Dominic was trying to speak to them. He's like, no, but they weren't trying to really hear him. Liv was thinking about Raquel to go right here and get some more comfort. That was cool, whatever. But yes, Penta Satan facing Don Mysterio. So somebody said this: Penta Don Mysterio fight over the IC title over on the road to WrestleMania in Las Vegas. WWE really is running back this year. Yes, I agree because bro, that's like them facing. They've been facing each other the millions of times, bro. The millionth time. It's been a million times. But I really want to see Finn face Dominic Mysterio at WrestleMania for that belt. Why not? Why not? It makes most sense.
Yeah, why not? Make it, you know what I'm saying? Get it over with.
Yeah, please do that. Penta came out. Original El Grande Americano thwarted interference from Rayo and Bravo by pulling him from under the ring. It's so ridiculous and stupid, bro. Oh my gosh.
Stuff just be dumb. I just be like, come on, bro.
Y'all really, this is like a whole bunch of doink the clowns. I can't stand it, bro. This is like a whole bunch of doink the clowns in the WWE. I'm like, bro, y'all got no creative juices flowing at all with this match. This is stupid. I'm like, bro, y'all know the fans ain't liking this, bro. Y'all know the fans is done and over with this, right? I don't think they don't. I don't think they under. Hold on.
Boom, bang, two to the dome, you know I came to kill. And all the DJs and beat makers know the drill. Your boy back, they all run like sawmill. This beat was just sent to me, this was a fresh kill. But you ain't know when I load up, I act wild. Like draw four, my screen kicks like a bad child. It's time to relocate, but not the eastbound. Call me a virus, we moving to the west now. I've been bugging more ammo than any Russian. My 16s I air out like a semi-bussin'. My chick bad, I sing to her like David Ruffin. Give her the game, she roll up, we lit and puffin'. Thought I was done, but this rapping is in my bloodline. Keep feeding me beats, I zip them up like K-Shine. The swag so out of this world, never in state lines. Used to be passing with everything, now I take mine. Pittsburgh, my name Monty, some of you notice me. I get you lit and I'm brown, nickname me Hennessy. I came in the game, they ain't do nothing but doubt. But now I feel like a tongue to win my name in your mouth.